Hey guys, this is Chris at iMove Units, and I'm going to be going over some car sales tips for beginners, and I'm going to throw in a bonus tip. I also included a few more tips that I crossed out because I realized they were pretty advanced. So let's jump right into it. So number one, right here, know your inventory. Okay, so you're going to hear this a lot from your manager, especially if you're just starting out. You need to walk your lot. So when you walk your lot, you look at where are they detailing cars, where are the cars being stored when they get dropped off on the trucks. Also, where are the cars being displayed on your main inventory? If you start looking at prices as you walk your lot, okay, this Honda is like 20 grand with X amount of miles, you're going to start to develop a sixth sense of what cars should be priced at. And you're just going to kind of know in the back of your head, and this is going to become valuable if you have a customer on a car that maybe they couldn't afford, couldn't get the right deal for them. So you're going to have to switch them to a less expensive model and start building value there. So just imagine maybe this customer couldn't get a Dodge Challenger Hellcat, but they're able to get maybe a Scat Pack. So just keep that in mind. Now, these things that I crossed out here, this is a little bit more advanced, but you could start to study once you have access. I don't know how your dealer is set up, but incoming cars and nearby dealers' inventory, right? So if a customer comes to you and says, "Hey, well, I found this car, et cetera," you know, you should kind of know what's in the area, but we're going to get into that on a more advanced training here. So number two, showing up and staying early. Sorry, showing up early, staying late. Now, key, I highlighted this. I don't expect you to do this forever. You're going to be smart with your time, but in the beginning, you have to put in extra time to get to the level of someone who's making more money than you. But let me tell you some of the benefits of doing this. And again, not advising anyone to work for free. I'm just telling you this is what it's probably going to take for you to make a decent income in the beginning. So when you show up early, you can walk your lot before your shift. You can have your coffee. You can do everything you need to do, bathroom, so that when the clock hits 9 a.m. or whenever your dealer opens, you are ready to sell. You're not missing phone calls. You're not missing opportunities. You're not missing ups because you are ready to work. You know your inventory and you're ready to sell. Couple things too, if you're staying a little bit late. So let's say you finish your shift at 6. Now, again, I'm not advising you stay or show up early like hours ahead of time. It's just whatever time it takes you to get ready to work. Um, or after your shift, whatever time it takes you to complete your day and set up for the next day. Winners set up for the next day. We're going to hit up the customers you had been in communications with that are thinking of coming in tomorrow. You just want to hit them one more time before you leave and see if they're ready to come in tomorrow. You're also going to confirm your appointments. That's a big key, making sure, hey, the car's ready to go, customer's coming. Another little advanced thing here, you're probably not going to do much of when you're a beginner, but taking other people's appointments. So let's say you have Mr. Bob, who's a veteran and he's selling 30 cars a month, and he's like, you know what? I want to leave at 6 today. I have an appointment coming in, and can you help him? Now, again, as a beginner, probably the top dog isn't going to trust you with his appointment, but you can start planning for that in the future. All right. Number three, learning the sales process. So, why did I include this for beginners? Because when you first start learning to sell cars, the thing is, it's kind of a mystery, right? I mean, maybe before you even started selling cars, you never even bought a car at a dealership before. So learn how many steps at my dealer does it take to sell a car, from showing the car, writing the contract, doing credit, all those things, whatever it is at your dealer. How long does it take? How long does each step take? How does the whole process fit together? Memorize it. Because if, let's say, you're in the demo, but you've been showing a car for over an hour, there's probably something wrong, and you need to turn that deal to another associate with a little bit more experience. And that's why I put this tip in there. Partner with a successful associate. And let's say you develop a partnership. Be weary of people who just want to take advantage of you and take your deals. But let's say you test drove a customer already, which should earn you half of a deal. You should be able to turn that deal to someone you trust and that they can close the deal as long as all the other steps have been followed. Please, please, please find a good partner that's going to make you quite a bit of money in the beginning, especially because management's going to be breathing down your neck, making sure you follow the process. As a car sales professional, you are in the business of making sure you follow the process and not screwing people over. All right. So, also, as you master this sales process, you should be able to explain to your customer what is the next step. So, let's say you test drive a customer and you say, "Hey, you like the car? Yes. Are you ready to take it home today? Yes. Okay, great. The next step is let's go inside and blah blah blah. Or let's go inside and fill out some paperwork. Just something casual, but let's say the next step after filling out paperwork is okay, great. Congratulations, you're buying your vehicle. And from here, you're just going to wait a little bit for finance. In the meantime, I'm going to send the car to get washed, et cetera, et cetera. So by you explaining to the customer what the next step is, they're not just sitting there wondering, oh man, like what's going to happen next. Everybody's stressed out at the dealer, so don't add to that. Guide your customer through the process. Okay, last step, bonus tips. All right, practice objections at home. Now again, not telling you to work for free, but if you want to be successful in this industry, this is what you got to do. So you practice the most common objections. Okay, think about it. You can Google these. What is the first objection that comes to your mind if you're selling a car? Number one, oh, I need to think about it. This is actually probably the most common objection in the world. Um, if you don't know how to handle this, you will face a lot of challenges. And especially because at home you're not under pressure. You don't have a customer in front of you. You don't have your manager watching you. You just think of what are the things they could say. Oh, I have to think about it. So you say, okay, what do you have to think about? Once you can memorize all of these, so for example, I need to think about it, or I don't like the color, price is too high. These are just some of the common ones you need to have down in your mind, visualize it. So by the time you master these, before the customer even says it, you already know they're going to say it. Also, don't practice on your customers. So obviously, you're going to be exposed to some objections you've never heard before. And to this day, I've been in the industry over 4 years, going on 5, and I've heard some that I've never heard before. So, know when you're in that moment, don't get shocked and move on. But the most common objections, if you're practicing on your customers, you are losing yourself money and the dealership money. And you can only do that a certain amount of times before you get fired. So if you hear an objection you can't fix or overcome, I mean, then just pause and say, hey, you know what? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna figure that out for you. Let me just grab my partner. He's been doing this a little bit longer than I have. And then boom, you just turn the deal. Okay. So there you go, guys. That was uh, car sales tips for beginners with your bonus tip. If you guys like this, please like, comment what you thought about it, and subscribe if you can. I would love to continue growing this channel and showing you guys a couple more things I've learned along the way. So have a great day. Enjoy.